Hi guys, so today we are coming to talk about, I've been having a lot of comments. I have noticed a lot of you have been making the wrong soap. Okay, a lot of you have been making the wrong soap, bad soap. So we are going to I've stated some points here, so I'll read it out on how to prevent your soap from separating. And even if it gets separated, what you can do to resolve it. You don't have to throw that soap away. We are not wasting soap. We are not going to waste that soap. Oils are expensive. Caustic soda, on the other hand, is also expensive. So we are not going to throw that soap away. Don't ever throw any soap away. Even if you find yourself in that situation and you don't know how to resolve it, just pack it one side. Pack it one side and be looking for solution by coming to watch a video like this. I hope you all understand. Pack it and don't worry about it. It will be, you will resolve it later. Okay, so number one point, sometimes you make the soap and after you pour it into the mold, it happens to me. It happens to me. And especially when I was a beginner, it happens to me. So sometimes you'll be mixing the soap, even after pouring the soap into your mold, then you realize that there's an oil on top. Even if it's not oil, it can be both oil and the lye solution on top. So it will be confusing whether it's your oil or it's your lye solution that was too much. Okay, but sometimes you will do the correct measurement, but still this same thing will happen. So the reason why some of this happen is sometimes is about the type of oils we use and about the type of oil we use. Some of these the ingredient parts, but the real issue is here. Sometimes okay, let me just mention the first cause. That would be the cause of your separated or soft soap. You not reaching the trace. If you don't blend the oil and the lye solution long enough, the soap won't reach a trace. Okay, the stage where it starts to thicken and separation will happen in the mold. You see, if you did not mix it well, sometimes too, if you mix it too much, this can happen. If you do not mix it well too, this can happen. So it is not a one-way problem, So the sign of you knowing that you'll be having a separated soap or your soap is separated is oil floating on top of the mixture, looking like a pudding water. Okay, so sometimes too under mixing or mixing too much can cause this. Sometimes too using the too much water in your in the soap. Maybe you use other active. Maybe you want it to do some work and you need to add some active that contain water. This can also cause it. Sometimes to wrong oil ratio. Some oils like olive oil takes longer to harden or it makes soap to get softened. If the oil mix is off balance, the soap may remain soft. Too much soft oil. The kind of soft oil, for example, olive oil, castor oil, canola oil, and the little or no hard oils like coconut oil, palm oil, palm kernel oil. Palm kernel oil is not really a hard oil, but it is also not too soft oil. Sometimes you just use only palm kernel alone for soap and you are good to go. But if you are going to use soft oils like olive oil, castor oil, all of those ones, they are soft oils. So if you combine only those ones for your soap, it will soften. It will soften and it will not harden up. Okay. And also soft soap is also different from separated soap. I hope you understand. You will make the soap alright. It will reach the exact trace. But if you pour it in the mold, after 24 hours or 48 hours, it's still not hardened. So that means that one is the cause of the oils you use. So we will not consider that one as separated soap. I hope you understand. Okay. So your oil. So if you are going to mix your oils, know your hard oils and know your soft oils. Know your hard oils and also know your soft oils. Then you mix them well on the right ratio. Okay, even if you use too much hard oil during the tracing, it will get hardened rapidly. So you will not have the chance to pour it into the mold that will bring out the nice shape of the soap. I hope you understand this. So let's go into the third causes. Lye water problem. If the lye didn't fully dissolve or if you used the wrong amount, saponification will not complete properly. The one causes is inaccurate measurement or the purity of your caustic soda or lye you bought. So you have to take note. That's why if you're making soap, do the right measurement. Doing the right measurement is very, very important. Number 4, using too much water or adding extra water. That is what I said earlier. Extra water like juice or milk without adjusting your water to lye ratio can also cause soap to stay soft or separate. I said it. Sometimes you want to add actives. Maybe you've heard that they say milk whitens the skin or this and that or any other or juice, any other things they do this and that for the skin. So you cannot just add it. So you have to work with percentage. If you do it well, your soap will come out well. That is what sometimes you add it too much. That's the problem. If you add it too much, that is the problem. So and if you add too much, doesn't mean that it's going to work. The little amount that will work is the only one that will work. Okay, so too much liquid. Now the fragrance or additive issues. Some fragrance oil, especially synthetic or alcohol-based ones, can cause soap separation. Okay, it can cause soap separation. Some of the fragrance. That's why if I'm using new fragrance, I'll fetch a little of the soap in my measuring cup, drop a little amount of the fragrance to know that my soap is not going to separate my soap before I'll add it into the soap. So you should know this trick too. That one too is important. Know the kind. If you've been using a certain type of fragrance, you know that this one doesn't separate your soap. Then that's fine. Stick to that one. But if you are using new fragrance, then So if you are watching this video to this point and you've not subscribed or liked the video, then how are you supporting me? And you people should support me. Why? Okay, so that's about the fragrance oil. If you are using synthetic, so you should test a little first. Sometimes you'll be making a lot of, imagine you are making a wholesale soap and one fragrance like this will just come and destroy the whole thing for you. So you should fetch a little one, mix it, try it first to see if it's not going to give you problem. Okay, so now let's talk about how to fix separated soap or soft soap if the soap batter has already separated in the mold. Number one, rebadge it. That's one of the options. Scoop the soap back into a pot, heat it gently using a double boiler or slow cooker until it becomes a thick like Vaseline paste. Stir it well to make it smooth and uniform. Re-pour it into the mold and press down to remove air packets. Okay, let it cure for 4 to 6 weeks. And you remove that soap, you cut it, it will look beautiful. It will look very beautiful. You will not know that that's the soap that has separated. Okay. And the second option you can use to resolve your soap from separating, a hot process. You should hot process it. If the separation is not too bad, transfer the soap into a slow cooker. Cook on low heat, stirring regularly until the soap becomes fully gelled, like mashed potato. Remold it and cure it for 1 to 2 weeks. Shorter than cold process. So that's the second option you can use to solve your separate soap. Number third option, blend again. That is if you had the problem from not mixing it properly. So you should try and blend it again. Yes, blend again. Try and remix it very well. Or if you have stick blender, you should use it to stick blend it to a trace. Sometimes it will just bounce back very normal if that's the cause. Sometimes too, it will happen, you will not know the exact cause. So if you don't know the exact cause, the fixing is a problem, you know. But you can just do any of this, then you are good to go. Blend it, quickly pour it back into a bowl, stick blend until thick trace, and re-pour into the mold. Guys, you should take paper. You guys should take pen and paper and write this down because it's going to be helpful. Me too, I wrote them down. Even though I know it already, it's off my head. How to quickly solve it is very important so that you not waste it. So, and sometimes too, if it's from the oils that you have not, if you use only soft oils for the soap, only soft oil for the soap, you should add stearic acid. You should add stearic acid and melt it and slow cook it with the soap on a low heat so that it will harden it back. So that's the one. That's for if you don't mix the oils well. So this is another option. And add stearic acid and slowly cook it and it will become warm. Alright, so we'll end it here. So to prevent you from your soap getting separated, use a digital scale to measure correctly. Measure every ingredient, all the actives you are going to add, whether it's licorice, alpha butene, even that milk you are going to add. You have to measure it so that you know the percentage usage. If you know the percentage usage, you not end up adding too much so that you separate your soap. I made one soap on this app on the YouTube here. You know, I use goat milk powder. I used too much of the goat milk powder. Okay, and the soap was softened. It did not harden. It is still soft until I rebadge it with another soap before I was able to use it. You see, so measure everything accurately like that. You are safe. You are safe. Stick blend until you see medium trace before pouring. This is another way to prevent it from separating. Balance your oils. Hard oils like coconut oil, palm oil, or cocoa butter helps harden the soap. So you should try and mix the soft and the hard together on the same. If I'm using these oils, I use 1:2. You see, I'll use my soft oils 2% and use the hard oil 1%, because sometimes if the hard is too much, you cannot deal with it. Like it will not give you a nice shape. It will end up just getting hard and become you see. So that's it. Watch your water to lye ratio. So just check your water and lye ratio. Avoid fragrance oil, or test it before you use. Test it just as I've said. So test it before you use. Please, if you are watching this video, you have any question, drop it down in the comment section. And if I have a knowledge about it, I will talk about it and bring the solution. What me to I know is what I'll give. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. So if you are not a subscriber, subscribe, and let's help each other. Okay, and if you also have any points that you think we can add to this to make the soap making better, please don't forget, drop it there. It's very important. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.